G'day, welcome to Wolfie's Vinyl. I'm Wolfie Rankin. What a big microphone you've got, Wolfie. I know some people have looked at this big thing and wondered about it. You know, maybe it's making up for something else. You know what I'm talking about? You might find something on Xtube, who knows? No, probably not. You could go looking, never know. Might find something that is to your interest. I'm not going to complain. Anyway, what is this? It's a Rode Podcaster. It's a dirty big white microphone made in Australia, full metal construction, and I would say that it's pretty damn good. But it's more for podcasting radio than it is for making videos because it's in the bloody way. And the reason I say that, it's got a bug feature, and it's like this. If it's designed so that you kind of lean into it and go, "You're listening to 95.5, the heart of rock and roll." And whereas if I'm way back here, my voice doesn't pick up nearly as well. And you might think, well, that's a bad thing, but it's not really. See, I live near a highway, and if the microphone was to pick up that well, you'd probably end up with a lot of road noise getting into the mix as well. So, you know, you might think to yourself, hey, I'd like to make these videos, but there's a lot of noise around me, so maybe one of these mics would be a very good thing to have. And I'm happy with it, except, yeah, it's kind of in the way. If I was to consider upgrading, I think I'd probably get a lapel microphone, probably from Rode as well, because I make them as well, and they're good mics. I would definitely recommend them. RODE, but there's a slash through the O. I'm not really sure how that affects the pronunciation. But there you go. Anyway, I've got some things to show you. All David Bowie today. I know some of you might be sick of David Bowie, but I'm kind of not. So here's some things. Anyway, I'm going to lean down here and show you this thing. First of all, I guess it's my Grail record that I've been hoping for some time. I didn't think, I wasn't really sure that it was going to happen, but I'm glad that it did eventually happen. So what is it? David Bowie, Labyrinth soundtrack. And I've got two of them. Why have you got two records, Wolfie? Because one of them is on green vinyl and the other one's on lavender vinyl. One of them, I don't know which one. There's no way to actually make sure which one it is, except by the little up in the corner there, which apparently will denote whether it's green or purple. And I've got a little note there to show me that one's lavender and one's green. And as you know, I don't open these things, but because they're worth a lot of money. I reckon if you're going to collect these things, it's for your own pleasure. You can do what you want. We might die tomorrow, so you definitely sort of maybe think about whether you're going to open them or just simply collect them. I just collect them. I love this record. It's fantastic. I think Underground should have had far more radio play than it had, but I think some people just kind of went, "Oh, it's a kids' film. We don't really want to support that." But that's a shame. Underground is fantastic. It's a great track, and Magic Dance is great too. And I used to play Magic Dance a lot when I did my radio, and people would say, "I love Magic Dance." So yeah, there you go. There's also a 12-inch of Underground and Magic Dance, and apparently quite rare. I've got one, actually. I've had it for ages, so it's not something that I've just collected. So there you go. If you pop over to Mike Garson's website at the moment, you will find a lot of signed stuff, really cool signed stuff, lots of Bowie albums on CD, vinyl, and there's even a concert on DVD. And there's a few Mike Garson products too that you could pick up. He's got his own Bowie Variations CD, which is excellent value. and he may even sign things for you if you ask nicely. So with that, take a look at this. Mike Garson. To Wolfie, all the best, Mike Garson. What do you think about that? On Aladdin's Sane. That's pretty cool. I really like that. So I think I've got something ultra special there. And, the thing is, I don't like buying albums unless there's something special about them. So I didn't really have any of these albums. I've got this one on coloured vinyl. But I picked it up because he has signed it there again. There's a sticker over it, but his name is actually under there. So that's reality. And classic Diamond Dogs. And where's his signature there? It's just there. It's in silver. You can just barely see it, but it's there. Okay, it's coming out. That's pretty good. Fans of Bowie might know that this record was actually tampered with. It's got a great story. The thing is, this is a gatefold. It's always been a gatefold record. When it first came out, it was. And this picture wraps around the back. And you can see that David's legs are doggy legs. And what they did was they erased his boy bits. His doggy boy bits. That's funny. Have they put it back? Have they? Bowie fans, have you got an old record with that? I mean, has that always been there, or has that been put back? Because I know that years ago they airbrushed it out because it was rude and we couldn't sell a record with that on there. So. But yeah, Bowie didn't care about stuff like that. He wanted to push the envelope. He was really kind of cool. So with that kind of stuff, he didn't care. He was kind of gender fluid and sort of ambiguous, sexuality and all this sort of thing. Although you strike him at different times, and I think he kind of claimed that he wasn't, or he was, or whatever. Who knows? But, who cares? We liked him for what he was. That was the point. He was a bit mysterious. That was great. So anyway, so there's that. But does it stop there? Now, as you know, I'm a vinyl collector, but there were a lot of CDs that were signed over at Mike's page, and since I didn't have the albums before, I thought I'd pick some up. Young Americans, signed by Mike Garson. Outside, signed by Mike Garson. Black Tie, White Noise, also signed. Earthling. And I've also got this, again, on CD, funny enough. And I've forgotten the name of it, Diamond Dogs. There's a shop around here called Diamond Dogs as well. They sell vintage clothing. Really nice vintage clothing too. So if you want any of that stuff, go over to Mike Garson's website right now. It's not going to go forever. It will run out eventually, I think. I think that's the plan. So, yeah, it'd be definitely something good to have in your collection if you haven't got, a signature on anything. It's always nice to have something signed, I think. So, despite the fact that it's standard black vinyl, it has got his signature on, and I think that's pretty fab-o. So, anyway, that's it for me. Now, Labyrinth, by the way, has sold out. You can't get that anymore. It's out as an inflated price on eBay and Discogs and places like that for about $100 a record. It was about $30 when it first came out. That's life. But the Mike Garson stuff is available right now, and there's a lot of stuff that you can pick up. And yeah, did I mention that he's got his own CD, the variation CD, which is all done on piano? It's really rather nice. It's well worth picking up, and I might do that at a later stage. Just one cotton picking moment. I forgot something. I'm looking at all these CDs and I'm going, there's something missing here. What is it? And then I realized it's this. This is the Reality Tour DVD, and it's signed by Mike Garson, as you can see at the top, as was everything else. It's a lovely book. And there it is. And there's some there's some pictures that you can pull out and have a look at, which is rather quite neat. So that is an excellent concert, well worth having, and certainly since it has been signed, that is just a little bonus extra, which is very, very cool. So yeah, reality tour on DVD, very, very nice indeed. That's it for me. I've shown you all my stuff and talked about my microphone and all the rest. Dog's asleep beside me. She doesn't care. It's cool. I'm Wolfie Rankin. You've been watching Wolfie's Vinyl. Cheers, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.